concept of food storage and shelf life revolves around the techniques and practices used to extend the period during which food items remain safe, nutritious, and palatable for consumption. Effective food storage is crucial as it helps in minimizing food spoilage, reducing waste, and ensuring that food retains its nutritional value over time. Shelf life refers to the duration for which food products can be stored and still deemed fit for consumption. Understanding both food storage and shelf life is a foundational aspect of maximizing resources at home, especially when exploring DIY food storage hacks. Food storage is significant because it directly influences food safety, quality, and availability. By maximizing the shelf life of food products, households can effectively manage their food supplies, reduce the need for frequent shopping, and minimize food waste. In an era where sustainability is increasingly important, extending the shelf life of food not only contributes to economic savings for individuals and families, but also alleviates environmental burden by reducing overall food wastage. To illustrate, consider freezing fresh produce, which can extend its usability by several months. This practice preserves the taste and texture of fruits and vegetables and helps avoid spoilage that occurs when they are left unused and exposed to room temperatures. Another example is vacuum sealing, a method that removes air from food packaging. Vacuum sealing substantially increases the shelf life of perishable items like meats and cheeses by reducing exposure to oxygen, thus inhibiting bacterial growth. Many experts and advocates argue that improving food storage capabilities is an essential step toward achieving food security and lessening environmental impacts. They emphasize that simple, cost-effective methods like those found in DIY hacks are both practical and sustainable solutions that individuals can easily adopt. However, there are potential challenges associated with food storage and shelf life. Some people might argue that not all storage techniques are applicable to every type of food, leading to concerns about inappropriate storage causing more harm than good. There is also the issue of access, as not all individuals or communities have the means to invest in advanced storage solutions. The discussion of food storage and shelf life directly ties into broader themes within the topic of DIY food storage hacks. These concepts underline the necessity and effectiveness of creative storage methods to maintain food integrity. Implementing these methods not only influences an individual's food consumption patterns, but also plays a part in broader global efforts to combat food waste and promote sustainability. By understanding and applying these principles, individuals can make informed decisions that optimize their food resources and contribute to a healthier planet. The heading DIY Food Storage Hacks, Maximizing Shelf Life at Home, introduces a concept focused on extending the longevity and quality of food items using creative, do-it-yourself methods. At its core, the concept revolves around employing innovative and cost-effective strategies to store perishable and non-perishable foods, thus reducing waste and ensuring food remains safe and nutritious over time. This is crucial in a world where food wastage is a significant issue, both economically and environmentally. By maximizing the shelf life of food at home, individuals can save money, reduce their carbon footprint, and contribute positively to their household's sustainability. One practical example of DIY food storage hacks is vacuum sealing, a method that removes air from storage bags or containers to prevent the growth of bacteria and mold. By creating an airtight environment, vacuum sealing significantly extends the freshness of foods like meats and vegetables. Another effective technique is pickling, which involves preserving foods in an acidic brine or vinegar solution. Pickling not only enhances the flavor of vegetables, but also prolongs their usability, giving home cooks the ability to store seasonal produce for months, minimizing dependency on supermarket visits. Proponents of DIY food storage hacks emphasize their simplicity and adaptability. Many chefs and sustainability advocates argue that such techniques empower individuals to take control of their food's longevity, offering a sense of satisfaction and reducing reliance on industrial preservatives and packaging. They often point to the environmental benefits, highlighting reduced plastic use and the minimized waste that accompanies strategic food storage practices. However, challenges and differing opinions do exist. Some skeptics argue that certain DIY storage methods, like canning or fermenting, require precision and knowledge to avoid foodborne illnesses. Without proper understanding or execution, these techniques can lead to spoilage or health risks. Additionally, critics might raise concerns about the upfront cost for equipment such as vacuum sealers or canning kits, which can be a barrier to entry for some households. This focus on DIY food storage is instrumental in shaping a household's overall approach to food sustainability. It connects to larger discussions on the topic by promoting food planning and inventory management, encouraging a holistic view of food consumption that appreciates preservation as a critical step. By integrating these hacks, individuals not only enhance their food's shelf life but also gain insights into how storage decisions influence daily habits, food security, and the broader environmental impact, thereby creating a comprehensive strategy towards sustainable living. The basic principles of food preservation are foundational to understanding how to extend the shelf life of foods, which is crucial in implementing effective DIY food storage hacks. Food preservation involves techniques that prevent or slow down spoilage, which are typically caused by microorganisms, enzymes, and oxidation. It aims to retain the nutritional value, texture, and flavor of food over an extended period. Understanding these principles is critical to maximizing shelf life at home, as it allows individuals to not only reduce waste but also to enjoy seasonal foods year-round. For example, canning is a preservation technique that involves storing food in airtight containers after heating to destroy potential bacteria. This method significantly extends the shelf life of fruits, vegetables, and even meats. Similarly, dehydration removes moisture from food, inhibiting the growth of microorganisms. This is especially effective for fruits, vegetables, and herbs, allowing them to last for months without refrigeration. Supporters of food preservation underscore its importance for sustainability and self-sufficiency. These methods mean that fewer resources are wasted on food production and transport, aligning with environmentally conscious living. In recent years, the resurgence of interest in home gardening and reliance on preserved foods has highlighted these benefits. However, the execution of food preservation methods is not without challenges. Critics point out the potential for botulism in improperly canned goods, underscoring the importance of carefully following safety guidelines. There's also a debate over the nutritional losses that may occur during processes such as canning and freezing. Some argue that fresh foods are superior in terms of nutritional content, while proponents of preservation suggest that the availability of fruits and vegetables throughout the year compensates for potential nutrient loss. In connecting food preservation to the larger topic of DIY food storage hacks, these principles provide a base for understanding how and why certain foods are preserved in specific ways. This knowledge influences how one might organize their pantry, plan meals, and mitigate the financial costs associated with food spoilage. It paves the way for exploring various storage innovations and techniques that build upon these time-honored preservation methods, ultimately facilitating an efficient and sustainable home food management system. By mastering these principles, individuals can effectively utilize food storage hacks to curtail waste, enhance nutrition, and bolster their food security. The concept we're diving into today is vacuum sealing, a crucial technique in DIY food storage that significantly extends the shelf life of perishables at home. At its core, vacuum sealing involves removing air from a package before sealing it, typically with the use of vacuum sealers or special bags designed for this purpose. By eliminating air, specifically oxygen, vacuum sealing drastically slows down the oxidation and microbial growth processes that typically lead to food spoilage. In the realm of food preservation, this method is invaluable for maintaining freshness, flavor, and nutritional value over extended periods. The significance of vacuum sealing in the context of DIY food storage hacks cannot be overstated. It offers an efficient, reliable means to preserve the quality of food, reducing waste and saving money in the long run. With the increasing cost of groceries and growing awareness around food wastage, more households are beginning to recognize the practical benefits of this method. Moreover, vacuum sealing not only aids in prolonging shelf life, but also optimizes space in both refrigerators and freezers, enabling more organized food storage. Let's explore a couple of real-world applications. First, consider buying bulk meat when it's on sale. By breaking it down into meal-sized portions and vacuum sealing them, families can store these packs in the freezer for months without risking freezer burn or flavor loss. Another application is for preserving seasonal produce. Vacuum sealing fresh fruits and vegetables at the peak of their ripeness allows individuals to enjoy these tastes year-round, circumventing the limitations of harvest seasons. There is widespread support for vacuum sealing as an effective food storage method, with many proponents highlighting its ability to enhance food safety and sustainability. Yet, it's important to acknowledge potential challenges. The primary hurdle is the initial investment in a quality vacuum sealer and the consistent cost of specialized bags. Critics might argue that the electrical footprint and plastic usage pose environmental concerns. Moreover, improper sealing can result in food spoilage, negating the method's benefits. Vacuum sealing intricately connects to other aspects of DIY food storage, such as pickling or canning, where it complements these methods by offering an additional layer of protection against spoilage. It even enhances the convenience of meal prepping, allowing for better portion control and longer preservation of prepared meals. Ultimately, vacuum sealing is a key player in the toolkit of anyone looking to maximize the shelf life of their groceries, offering a practical, versatile solution to a common household challenge.